And I don't care what anybody says. Well, I feel sorry for Mikel. He's part of it. He's part of it. You know, the club lost millions and millions of pounds on Aubameyang because of his decision. So at the end of the day, they're not going to be skinflinting if he turns around and says, I want this player, I want that player. And I'm pretty sure they've tried to get that player and they've tried to get that player. But we can give you this, Mikel. No, he's not what I want. I need a Pacific player. Well, in the end of it, you've got nothing now. Absolutely nothing. And I think as a fans, we are entitled to have a moan about that, like, you know what I mean? Because it's just not what other teams. I'm looking at other teams. Everybody's strength. Manchester City, 6 players they've brought in this window. All right, they need them. Yeah, maybe it ain't going to make a difference. But then, you know, I look at it today and you see Liverpool have lost and all that. Like, it's down to 7 points now. It might have happened if we'd have got a bit of pressure on them and all that, like, you know. Now, listen, I'll say this now, and it is you've got to try and be upbeat if you can be or whatever. Mikel now has got to find a way, whether it's a new system, being George Graham-like 1-0 wins for the Arsenal in the next 14 games. He's got to do it. He has got to find a way of doing it. No excuses, no nothing. Get yourself on that training camp, get yourself on the field and work out how you are going to get 14 wins out of 14. That's what he's got to do now. And the players have got to go with it. I think I feel let down, dejected by what's happening in the transfer window. Not about what we've been doing and whatever, and that we've gone out of the 2 cups. That's bad enough and disappointing as it is. I'm still proud of the team, the way that they've battled to get themselves into this second position against the odds with injuries after injuries. Because let's face it, you know, my mum's not great on football and educated on football. But I took her to the airport the other day and she turned around and said, do you know what you're missing? You know you're missing, didn't you? So I said, oh, what's that, Mum? She said, Saka. I said, yeah, you know, not everybody loses their, you know, it ain't rocket science. You lose your best player. It's very, very difficult to. We've managed to do that and keep ourselves going. So there's got to be a little bit of credit there, what we've done. And I just feel I feel like I do, boys, what are the players feeling like? And if I was a player, I'd be fucking let down by it all and all, like, you know what I mean? That's how I feel. I feel so worried about what's going to happen with the players as well, like that we know that can play for any club in the world.